We love hip hop.
I want to just do one quick last Drake story as far as something that I seen pop up on my timeline, because Meek Mill did do a quick interview, or did an interview recently. I don't remember exactly the name of the platform, but we'll find that out in a second. I found a clip on Instagram courtesy of Creative Canada, and Meek Mill was actually talking about how he bounced back, or how he even was able to take the L that he took during the Drake Meek Mill battle. All right, so let's pull this up courtesy of Canada Creative, and let's see what the boy Meek gotta say, and then we'll go to the full clip.
Came out.
Yeah.
And wins and losses, or even just the concept of wins and losses, stood out to me. But in your indie pack on How Far We Came, you said I got like 1,000 wins, only got a couple losses. Oops, I'm in a couple lessons.
Yeah.
At what point did you start viewing your losses as actual lessons, or even like some of the negatives that you viewed as negatives but ended up turning positive in the future?
I could break this down. I could say it now because me and Drake, we are. But like when I was battling Drake, like they had to join L's. It was like bots and shit, L's in my comments. We come from the jungle. If your mom loses her job, it's people like, she lost her job, that's an L. We don't do that where we come from. If you lose your career, if your clothing line fell off, I'm not gonna be in your comments talking about, that's an L. Where did that has that ever been in our culture?
You know what I do want to do? Rather than play this clip, let's just play the full video from YouTube, because, you know, I feel like I want to do the interview a little bit more justice. Salute to Creative Canada, but I'd rather play the full YouTube video. This is from the J. Mitch and Desiree Media YouTube channel. I'll throw a like on there. Desiree podcast featuring Meek Mill, Dreams and Desires, and I have it timestamped. Let's get to it.
Lessons. At what point did you start viewing your losses as actual lessons, or even like some of the negatives that you viewed as negatives but ended up turning positive in the future?
I could break this down. I could say it now because me and Drake, we are. But like when I was battling Drake, like they had to join L's. It was like bots and shit, L's in my comments. We come from the jungle. If your mom loses her job, it's people like, she lost her job, that's an L. We don't do that where we come from. If you lose your career, if your clothing line fell off, I'm not gonna be in your comments talking about, that's an L. Where did that has that ever been in our culture?
No, that's not.
In 2014, wherever that came from, that's what it was. We don't shame our shame. Like we fight shame with power. You know, like if you shame me, like, you ain't got no money. Chicken tell me you ain't got no money. When I wake up tomorrow, next time she see me, like she probably gonna ask me for some money or some shit. Like that's how my mind think. Somebody point.
He might be a little bit too caught up.
My face beat me up. I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm probably gonna put a poster up with them so I could, next time we run into each other, that it's gonna be like a great match. I'm like in the business of proving people wrong. I don't know if that's like something God give you I heard or read in a book, like when something happened like in your family, like when your parents die, like you want to prove something to your mom real bad. You just I always wanted to prove to my family that I could be a man and help carry the family, because it wasn't none in my house. And I think I got caught up in that and following that year after year. And I think watching sports players, watching people win, lose.
Yo, that's some accountability right there, Meek. He got caught up in trying to prove people wrong, because people were going crazy with the L, and this is, keep in mind, this is 2015. So the culture was changing to where internet culture was really, or not just internet culture, but social media culture was really starting to take over, where like those comment sections were starting to get louder and louder. So it's not like now where these guys are used to seeing, go KYS in the comment section and friggin', you're a L. They're memed 100 times, right? Juicy Hamburger to use the word lolcow. Like that's like new slang that wasn't even around in 2015. Like, was a lolcow, or is he sometimes still? Because that Diddy shit didn't help neither. So I don't even know if he completely learned from the Drake battle, because he was trying to prove people wrong with the Diddy shit. He's like, how could I be gay? You know, I love pussy so much, I run red lights for the shit. And it's like, nigga, like just chill. Just put the phone down. Like, niggas is just clowning you, bro. It's just part of the game. It doesn't do you any services as a rapper to jump on social media or on Twitter or wherever choices that you use to address everything that the audience says. It takes aura points away. You don't want to do that, bro. You know, if it's academics, if it's myself, somebody try to throw some smut on our name or talk some shit about us, we talk for a living. So we get back to the mic, we're going to make a clip out of it and go get some AdSense off of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the same for a rapper. If you're not addressing it in music, then niggas is like, oh, you big mad. Look at this nigga. We got him so mad that he jumped on his Instagram and put the black screen with 3-4 paragraphs. Oh, you big mad. L. Like, come on, fam. Like, you can't beat the... I feel what I'm about to say is so obvious by 2026. You can't beat the internet, bro.
Big games and championships, you know, I'm like, shit, nobody can't win 1,000,000 times and not lose. You know, everything is really strategic about it. So I took my losses and start turning them into lessons. How do you not lose again? If you willy and fall and hurt your back, next time you willy, you're going to be more careful because you ain't going to want to hurt your back again. Yeah. So it's just like...
Listen, I don't mean to keep on stopping the video, but like, Meek, you went and engaged with the whole Diddy shit after this, and this was like last year, 2 years ago tops now. The French fries and the matching outfits and all that shit, like, you were like swinging like, oh, I think that they're making a concerted effort towards me, and the media is trying to blackball me, and this all type of shit, and it's like, shh, shut up. They're just joking. Niggas don't think you're gay, fam. You were just hanging out with Diddy a lot before we got arrested. But we don't think that you're smashing, fam. Y'all think Diddy... Listen, maybe it's just me, okay? I got to keep it in count. My judgment as far as some of this internet shit sometimes, I'd be just too nice. I'm like, I believe you. You seem like a nice boy. Y'all think that him and Diddy was doing the baby oil tricks? Right? One in the chat. Like, for real. Niggas didn't think. One in the chat if you think that Meek is gay with Diddy. 2 in the chat. If y'all know, it was jokes, fam. All right? Let me know. Let me check the temperature over here. Y'all really think that Meek was gay? 1 in the chat. 2 in the chat if it was like, bro, we was just joking, bro. Why are you taking shit so serious? Like, niggas you don't have to respond to us, bro. Like, I'm just on my office right now, just responding, just making jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's responding to Twitter user Terry 440006. Nigga, I ain't gay. What you talking about, nigga? I ain't gay. This nigga's like, I'm just joking, fam. My boss is on my back right now. I'm just trying to alleviate my day, bro. Like, just chill. I ain't really think you're gay, fam. You know what I'm saying? And this is years. This is 10 years later. Remember, this whole Diddy shit started like in 2024. Oh, I see Bear Twos and this nigga coming with the one. Book Smith. That nigga gay. Gay. That French fry shit, it was the French fries, right? You couldn't get past the French fries thing. The French fries on the lap. Just took it over the top, bro. But I'm saying, like, fam, we don't think you're gay, bro. Right? 10 years later, you're still like, no, shut up, Twitter. Shut up, TikTok. That's not true. Like, bro, you didn't learn. You didn't take your L's and turn them into lessons, fam. You're lying. You turn your L's and turn them into lies.
You take that lesson of falling, and next time you get back on that bike, you use that lesson and make sure, yo, man, pay attention so you don't fall again. Same thing with losses. That's how we do it.
Yeah. You said something. You said fight power.
Sounds good. Sounds good for like an album title and shit.
Power with what? You say you fight negativity with power, or what'd you say?
We fight shame with power. Like you shame me. Just say you in jail. You locked up.
That's strong.
You think I'm in jail crying in there? We in there rapping, doing push-ups, making sure our body right, eating, building up. We ain't playing around in here, but just because we in jail, I'm not gonna let you shame me to death. I'm in jail. I'm gonna put my head down and just cry. You know what you gonna do?
You gotta know yourself. And I think even the shame or the negativity aspect, it kind of sparks a fire in you. Like this year, me and my brother, so we had Bottega Desires and we transitioned and brought up another brand, and I dropped a shirt that was like $353, and I went from like, oh, Bottega Desires is one of the best clothing brands that it did. And then like, oh, look at this nigga trying to think he can do 353, and then all that negativity. And that was my first time kind of like receiving that amount of negativity. So
in a room with some people and like, these niggas really think you can't sell 350 worth of clothes, and you know you can sell 350 worth of clothes. If you surround yourself with too many of them negative people in the room, that shit can overpower you. Even in a prison, I want to keep using prison. I'm a shining fucking star when I come in the job. I'm on the news when I come in. I gotta carefully pick what type of people I want to involve myself with in here if I want to make it out of here, especially with my mental.
Listen, salute to Meek. I think Meek is a little bit stuck. He's got a little bit of what do you call that? When you get stuck at a certain age or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's stuck at like 17, 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? Where all of this hood shit still matters. I feel like obviously he's evolved because he's a rich, grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, bruh. So much of the shit is still goes back to not just the Peter Pan syndrome. It's another thing. It's I'll remember it later, probably like when I'm freaking done streaming. You know what I'm saying? But like, he's just stuck in this like point of life where it's like, yo, that hood shit, that's, you know, you gotta you gotta keep on making that keeping the hood happy, fam. It's like, bro, you grown now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Meek. I think that he did learn something from that battle. Like, him and Drake, they're cool now. They ain't beefing anymore. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really seen him engage in any other rap battles. So maybe he learned that making battle, like, he was cool when he was the guy with the dusty braids and shit like that. But like, times have changed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, salute to Meek. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.